Good evening, good evening, good evening. I'm here right now, honored to be here with some of the members of the Exquisite International House of Demure Versailles. I'm going to start out from obviously the oldest, the iconic grandfather, Alvernian Demure Versailles,
Hey,
and then
hey,
the
hey.
iconic Queen Mother founder, Aaliyah Demure Versailles. We have the up and legend Corinne on the phone, and we have Lala on here. How is everyone tonight?
I'm
Good,
doing
good.
well, thank you.
Good. Excited.
Well,
Excellent.
this
Great.
Well, just how we celebrated our house ball early this year, you guys are now going to be the first ball of the summer in New York, kicking it off. How are you guys feeling about, how has the adventure been from the induction of the house to now for the last 5 years?
Well, whew, it's been definitely a roller coaster that I am glad I was able to be on. Yeah, a roller coaster is the only word I can describe for it right
And that's exactly what I was going to say. So we on the same page.
So that makes three roller coaster rides. Okay.
Just the way to start off the summer in an amusement park.
right.
Well, the good things about roller coaster rides is highs, lows, all around, but definitely a thrilling experience the whole time. So that's the good thing about a roller coaster
True.
I'm too old for roller coasters.
ride. I mean, as you know, this is the funny thing, as you know, probably Leah, probably the most with doing this is it could keep you young, but it also could age you at the same time. That's the only thing.
Listen, I got gray patches. That's what listen, it's giving cut the size off, cut the size off.
One quick question that maybe I don't know if it's ever been answered to the public: why the House of Jimmy Versailles? Why that name?
Oh wow. So the story behind it is so simple. So demure is the family aspect of the house, and that derives from my drag family. My drag name is Aaliyah Kiara Demure, and I was doing shows and pageantries, and then I had my gay kids, and we were the Demure family. So that was the basis of Demure. And one of my favorite places on the planet is the Palace of Versailles, which is in France, in Versailles, France. And that place is just so magical and beautiful and mystical. It's just like, and I feel like I have a personal connection with the Palace of Versailles. I feel like I've been there before. I feel like I have a strong connection with the palace and everything that comes with it. Like, anybody that knows me knows that I love all things kings, queens. I just love all those storylines. I love history about it. So when it came to creating my own legacy in my own house, I definitely was going to go with something that was close to my heart, as well as my own personal name. So that's where Demure Versailles came from.
Well, you and your father Vernon definitely have that in common in regards to royalty. He always likes royal themes and
Yes,
kingdom
yes, yes, it
themes
does.
and things like that. So let's get into why the Hall of Mirrors for your first grand house ball, guys and girls.
Well, the Hall of Mirrors is the most exquisite thing that's in the Palace of Versailles. Louis worked very hard that was like his main attraction to his palace. So it was only right that, we honored that as for our first ball.
Okay. So let's get to it. Their first house ball, everyone, is June 14th. It is at Club Amazura in Jamaica, Queens. Um, Pretty much the scene. You should definitely be familiar with that location. So let's talk about it. What time do doors open?
4 p.m.
Okay, 4 p.m. General admission is $50, I see, and $70 for re-entry ins and outs. And that is a
Yeah,
hard
yeah.
$70.
That's a hard $70.
Okay.
We like it hard.
Oh, demure. Okay. Um,
Very Versailles about the situation.
I see here, of course, the Hall of Mirrors table. I know that's going to Grand Train on. Are there any tables left for those that still want to purchase it? We are less than 30 days away.
Yeah, we have a
Yes.
few tables left.
We actually have, I want to say about 10 to 12 tables left. Um, I'm hoping they get sold. I'm hoping that the community do for us like we did to them. You know, Demure Versailles has made it our business to support everybody's house ball, you know, because we know how important it is for people to support is your house ball. It means everything to you. This is what you and your family has worked so hard for, you know. So, you know, we made it our business to be at everybody's house ball. Anybody that knows Demure Versailles know that we bought 2 tables at everybody's house ball, you know, with the exception of 2 houses actually, and that was Garcon and Prodigy, and that was due to matters that was out of our hands at the time. But we was there in the building for both of those balls. I wasn't, but my family was there. So we hoping that the community comes and pour into us just as much as we have poured into the community.
And not even just to mention it is your first house ball, and to come out to have a great time. It's to kick off the summer season in New York City, to be honest with you.
Yes, absolutely. We created some really good categories that are different. They're not the same thing that you get at every ball. This is an opportunity for people to really get very creative and really show what ballroom is all about. So we really hope that, you know, the people bring it, you know.
Okay, well, let's start off with, as I see here, the first grand prize. Now, everyone on here, they have these in French names. I don't want to disrespect the French people. So I'm going to make sure I stick to the English, but if you go to the event page, which they would definitely share afterwards.
I can pronounce the first.
Okay, well, thank you. I'm very happy. The first one is the grand prize number 1 for $5,000. Performance at the house, the Can Extravaganza. This evening, we invite you to witness a grand soiree where illustrious houses shall dazzle a magnificent Can performance, adorned in opulent feathers, exquisite beading, and radiant rhinestones. Each ensemble will embody the essence of Parisian elegance and flair. Prepare to be enchanted as participants bring to life the vivacious spirit of the French cabaret, captivating us with their artistry and charm. It's not merely a performance, it is a celebration of glamour and sophistication where the show must go on. Let the curtains rise on a night of splendor and compete to be the most exquisite production. Each house may send one group of at least 5 members. Production a must. Anyone want to give a small elaboration of what they're looking for?
La. She got all
Okay,
of
I'll
so
let Lala go to that, and then I will chime in.
we're going for a Moulin Rouge reference. For our Paris chapter was actually nicknamed the Moulin Rouge chapter when we first opened up. So this is an homage to their name. And we want definite can-esque performance. We want to see the skirts. We want to see, fishnets. We want to see pearls, diamonds, feathers, things of that nature. I believe this can be a performance that can be as extravagant as you can get it. Aaliyah can let you know how long productions are and things like that, but your production is going to be your only way to win. The battles will be based on who has the best production. There will be no battling rumble style or whatever.
So it's no rumble style. No, it's whoever brought the best production to life.
Yes.
All
Okay.
about the production.
Okay.
So yes, and the cheat sheet is watching the movie Moulin Rouge. Like, it's so much creativity in that movie. The look is there, the movement is there, and if you can vote,
The
you can
music.
vote. Like the music, like it's so much reference in there that can help you bring your A game. It's like that is the best cheat sheet. There's no way around. I'm like literally giving you it on a platter. Like the Moulin Rouge movie is going to give you what you need. All you need to do is make sure you have those 5 elements in that and make sure is you giving it, bringing it, and let that music just take you away.
Just put on a show.
If we want to see a show, we want to see a spectacular soiree. We want to see it. Like we want to be in the back like, yes, bitch, y'all fucking ate that. So
Okay,
yeah.
so quickly, first 3 houses that come to mind that y'all know can come and slaughter that.
I'll take it. I'm
Ooh.
with Mugler, West, and not being devil's advocate, but I could actually see the Alpha Omegas.
And I'm gonna add on to that. I know the Danye Luna's got some nasty ass work. I know the Ebony's got some nasty work. So I feel like it's going to be a showdown. Like I feel like, and wait a minute, I'm gonna give a bonus number 6 house that I know that's gonna bring it because they always bring it with a fab production, and I'm gonna go with the House of Balenciaga. They always kill it for production. So I know Courtney's probably in the kitchen with her, whipping it up. Like I feel like the people are really coming for that category. If nothing else, performance as a house is going to be the highlight of the night. I feel that.
Okay. So house, as y'all heard them first, $5,000 performance as a house. Next grand prize. Hold on. Treaty of Versailles, end of war as a house, $5,000. Every house has had internal turmoil and war. Tonight, you put your differences aside for the regime. 5 of your most prestigious members, including a set of parents, have been invited to enter the Hall of Mirrors. Each person must represent a different category and most of all come together for the last pose to deliver the ultimate final portrait picture. Production and props are a must. Don't forget your portrait frame. Straightforward, but anything that you guys would like to elaborate on that?
So we created this category also to a homage to the House of Demure Versailles, our first grand prize as a house. We did that at the Dorian Corey Awards Ball. We brought this big, huge picture frame and we looked like kings and queens. We just did the damn thing, and we came out successful on that. So, and that was because my baby Corinne, she was really adamant about doing this category. So we really did it for her, So it was a moment, and we wanted Ballroom to recreate that, So.
On Caesar, Aaliyah was over.
Wait, and there's a story behind that because everybody's designers had backed out, so they had my black ass on a sewing machine, and I end up making everybody's look for that grand prize as a house, except Corinne's because she went to another designer. So I end up making.
How long did you have? How long did you have to make all that happen?
24 hours.
Power of Ballroom, I tell you.
24 hours. I was on the sewing machine. I was over it. I told them don't ever ask me to sew anything else because I don't sew my own stuff. So I have my own designer that sews for me. But the fact that I had to sew everything for a whole production overnight, over it.
So quick question. There's no misinterpretation. Does the houses have to bring it like kings and queens, or is it really like whatever their production on them as long as they're giving a final portrait picture?
Albernian?
Well, they should be looking like royalty because it's called the Treaty of Versailles. So they should be dressed in some type of royal attire, bringing 5 different categories to life.
Okay. And it could be any categories, correct?
Any categories, as long as it's 5 categories.
And you must have a mother and father.
A set of parents must be in that production.
It doesn't have to be from the same chapter, as long as it's
No,
a mother
as
and the
long as it's
father.
a set of parents, yeah.
Okay. $5,000. Fashion categories. Well, everyone knows that y'all are definitely one of the houses known for this. Best house dress code. A house is only as strong as its royal lineage. The House of Demure Versailles has reigned in dress code. Tonight, we summon the finest dynasties to be present. A unified regal vision inspired by the empire of your choosing. Your inspiration can be from French, British, Ottoman, or any other known fashionable empire. Will your house reign supreme? $1,000. It's pretty straightforward. Anything you want to elaborate on?
Yes, we're gonna make this very, very, very clear. It's because some people probably think it's like, some boards you could bring in 5 people or 6 people come to the stage. No, it's house. So that means y'all get, as soon as y'all get in that category is called, everybody at that table storm that stage.
as a house.
It's giving y'all,
$1,000.
the people know what Demure Versailles brings. Y'all know we make sure we get that picture at the end of the night. Everybody know what we do, and when we say a color, we mean a color. When we say a dress code, we mean a dress code.
Mhm.
So it's giving, I don't care what y'all bring, but as long as it's within what we asking for and giving a look very DMV about the situation, you know, that's what we want to see.
And it needs to be royal.
And it needs
Yeah.
to be
I
royalty.
I do have a note for that category. I'm excited to really see this category. We are inviting people into the Hall of Mirrors. So the Hall of Mirrors is where we're having a ball, but we are like we are the people of Versailles, and we're inviting you from whatever kingdom you would say your house is from. So the kingdom of Alpha Omega would be coming over here. What does your kingdom look like? So that's what we're going for. We want to see what your house would look like royal or in regalia of royalty.
Love that.
So it can be anything. It could be African royalty, you know, it could be American royalty, as long as it says
Well, America don't have any royalty,
it doesn't, but you could create it. Let these
but that's
people
not
be
what we're
creative.
looking for. It needs to
Okay.
be we're monarchs, representing a
Okay.
monarch.
Monarchs, yes.
A monarch, yeah. That's
That's Monty Ark. Okay. Best, best dress in evening at Versailles, haute couture. You've been invited to dine at the magnificent Palace of Versailles. Tonight, in a one-of-a-kind, exquisite French-inspired couture look, rich fabrics and intricate details, bring it. Male figure, female figure, GNC, then battle for $800. Haute couture. Anything you want to add to that? Or it's pretty straightforward?
pretty straightforward. Just looking for rich fabrics. And for people that don't know what haute couture is, that means one of a kind. That means it was created for you.
Okay.
That means you can't go to the store and buy this outfit.
So
Mm-hmm.
that was for eight
Best
hundred
dress,
dollars.
Yeah.
$800. Yes.
So being that that's my category, I'm gonna add another $200 to that to make it $1,000.
It went from 800 to $1,000 while we're on this live. So best dress now, male figure, female figure, and GNC is now $1,000. Again, $1,000. Best dress for couture. Sneaker versus sneaker. Not in my palace. King Louis was a man of exquisite taste, known as the creator of the Palace of Versailles. He carefully chose each detail of the palace, making it one of a kind. Create a sneaker that's one of a kind to gain access into the palace. $400. So you want a custom, very creative sneaker for $400, correct?
Yes, it's to have fun with the sneaker, right? Just when you think about it, like it doesn't have to be a label sneaker. Create your sneaker. Think of your goals, right? Your beating. I say this, I said this, I didn't like jewels. Make that sneaker look like, bitch, I'm in a palace. A royal sneaker.
And
Also,
it's only one
all
trophy, correct?
yeah. Also, we have images on Facebook and the event page for each category, giving you examples of what we're looking for too.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Bizarre. Topiary in the Gardens. Welcome to the lush gardens of Versailles, where nature is sculpted into living art. We challenge you to embody the whimsical elegance of topiary, transforming yourself into a masterpiece of floral fantasy, intricate shapes, and surreal greenery. Bring the gardens to life. $1,000. I think for those that walk this category, I don't think y'all have to worry because I think they will definitely bring this category to life.
I think this was one of my most excited. I'm most excited about this category
Hmm.
because I mean, anybody that's been to the Palace of Versailles know how whimsical the Versailles Gardens are. It's like so beautiful. It goes from here, like okay, it's the gardens is from here to here. It's just going, it's going, and there's so many different avenues on the gardens. It's so beautiful and it's so creative. And I think, excuse me, I think that the people that are bizarre are going to really do their big ones with this, because it's like you just bring in a garden to life, and we don't want to see your face, because we don't want nobody no cheating, so don't show your face. Really get out there and bring a fab garden piece to life. Like, it needs to be nasty. You can do your research on some things, on things that's botanical, you know how to create, how they do the bushes, and they sculpt the bushes out and all that stuff like
Mhm.
that. Like, really do your big ones on that one, and just be very creative. The bizarre people know what I mean about being creative. The people that are new to bizarre, do your research, because
For
we I mean, it's
$1,000.
$1,000, so it's like, really, really go all out and be creative. That's
Urban versus high fashion streetwear. The French designer edition. Tonight, the runway transforms into the streets of Paris. But which lane will you serve? Will you embody the opulence of French high fashion streetwear, or will you rep the raw energy of French urban streetwear? $400. I mean, it's very straightforward. Anything y'all want to elaborate on that?
um, I
They
think
need to be in all French designers.
head to toe.
There should be no
Including
no
Scott
other
and
no other
underwear.
country.
So this is two trophies, correct? Because I didn't say it's two
Yeah,
trophies.
one for urban, one for high fashion.
Two trophies, $400. Foot, eye, and bag. Vive la France. Photographers for Vogue Paris have captured some of the hottest looks from Paris Fashion Week. Wearing nothing but French designers, show us why your footwear, eyewear, and bag will have photographers racing to take your pictures. $400. Any elaboration?
But well, that's self-explanatory as well. You at Fashion Week, you sitting up there with the Sex and the City girls, right? In your thing, you front row. You want to be seen in them pictures. What would you?
Okay.
Whether it be last season or this season.
Do y'all? Is this only one trophy? Or is it
Yeah, one trophy.
only one for this? Oh, so y'all got to really bring it hard. Okay. The face categories. Female figure face with hair affair, the queen of illusion. Queen Marie Antoinette was known for her bigger than life hair. Her wigs were a symbol of luxury and status. Tonight, we honor her legacy, and your hair will be your crown to your beautiful face. Bring the drama, the decadence, and the gown. Femme Queen versus Drags versus Women. $1,000 sponsored by Taj Demure. Is that Taji or Taj Demure Versailles?
Taji.
Gotcha.
Philadelphia
Taji
mother Taji.
Demure Versailles. $1,000. Any elaboration?
Go ahead, live.
Um, I'm excited to see this category as well. Grandeur hair. Know your hair does not have to mimic or resemble 100% any of Marie Antoinette's past looks. This is up to your imagination. We're just letting you use her as inspiration as far as how big and how extravagant her hair was. But as far as it looking like it's from that specific era of time, it doesn't have to. It can look futuristic. It can look like whatever you want to do as far as your own your theme. Hair affair, nonetheless. Bring hair affair. Bring face. I'd say to the ladies who are out there, do your thing. You may hear about a bigger coin coming your way.
And be in your gown.
Oh yes, gown is a must because you are a queen, darling. Oh,
Yes.
and no, you do not have to. Like your hair is your crown, but you don't have to actually have to have a crown in your hair or incorporate
The hair needs to be the crown.
is your
That hair's the crown.
Right.
So
Gotcha.
so I'm gonna go into add on to that. You want to think hair shows. You wanted to think. I mean, you want to think Baps, like the movie Baps. They would have some crazy hair stuff in Baps. They did a lot of stuff with the hair in Baps.
Mhm.
Just think very creative hair. And just really go in with that. Skin amazing. I mean, we don't want people to lose the fact that this category is a face category, you
Mhm.
know, and they just be focusing on the hair. I'm like, yes, we want the hair, but we also want you to be face at the end of the day.
The muggy, the better. Come on,
The
muggy.
muggier, the better. And that's all I have.
$1,000 and counting. Butch Queen Face Leroy Visage, looking for porcelain skin, killer bone structure, teeth, and a smile that could light up the hall of mirrors. Drape yourself in opulent gold and sleek black. Command attention and sell your face like a king. $400. Any elaboration?
Okay, with this one, pretty much, we want you a guy looking very chic, dapper, right, and still royal, because you see the colors we emphasized on it, right, and like female figure face, be muggy, sir.
When you say drape yourself, are you looking for a cape or like what are you looking for exactly?
Like,
No.
yeah, well, okay,
The-
cape
ju-
was
what however you dress. Drape is just the
thing.
wording.
Okay. But the sleekness in black definitely should be underneath whatever they're wearing.
Yeah.
Okay. $400. Open to all legendary / iconic face with an understudy. Mona Lisa. The Mona Lisa painting is known to be the most iconic painting in the world, known for her mysterious, haunting smile. Step into a realm where reflections rule. Tonight, bring your stone cold face and attitude in a picture frame, selling your royal Carter. $800.
Mhm.
Elaboration is pretty straightforward.
I have
That's
notes
it.
on that. A picture frame is a must, even if
Mhm.
you want to do 2 separate picture frames or 1 picture frame that's big enough to put both of the people in. Not full body, just your faces.
Mhm.
I mean,
Come sit in.
we're not gonna hold if they want to bring a full body frame.
Oh well, yes,
Don't
the
go.
grandeur, but
We're not going to put no stipulations on the frame. Carry if you must carry. I would love that, but you know, it don't have to be.
A legend or an icon with an understudy. Open to all. $800. Body, sex siren, and trilogy categories. Female figure sex siren, un parfum. In French culture, perfume is an important symbol of elegance, style, and sophistication. Perfume is also important to capture the attention and awaken the senses in someone. Tonight, in a look inspired by your favorite perfume with the bottle to match. Femme Queen versus Women, $400.
And this is what we mean by elaborate, right? This is one of my favorites. I bought this my Paris Hilton. So that means I'm walking that baby. I should have these colors on, looking like this, smelling like this.
Mm-hmm.
The perfume
You,
box.
you need to see them representing the perfume.
Yes, and also have it as your reference.
yeah, the bottle is a must. You must have your
Okay.
bottle.
$400, Femme Queen versus Women. Male figure sex siren, Billet d'Amour. Did I say it right, Lala? I don't want to be fucking it up, okay?
Uh-huh.
City of Love. Paris is
doing
known
good.
to be called the City of Love due to their long symbolic history of romance. However, they are also known for their brothels and bordellos. Tonight, seducers with a demure look, and then for your battle, scandalizers with a salacious, risque look. Butch Queen, Cowboy versus Junior versus Senior versus Big Boys versus Legend Icon. $400, and then Transman. So, do the Transman battle the other ones for the
No,
Transman
the
only
trans
battle?
man got they own 400.
Mhm.
Okay, so they only Transman win, and then all the Butch Queens battle for that.
Which
Yeah.
queen
Now,
battle damage?
y'all know the reigning members of the House of the Demille Versailles, Javier. Now, if nobody don't go to everybody ball, it's Javier. So I'm gonna need y'all to come and carry in the name of Javier for this category. Y'all know he's gonna bring a look. Y'all know he's gonna be risque and all that. So make sure y'all come and support it for this category. Period, because he's been everywhere, y'all.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
$400 for the trans man and $400 for the Butch Queens.
He's
Open
like
to
he's like the
you said
new
what?
Aaliyah. No shade.
Not the new Aaliyah.
No, because
Open.
you know I was everywhere by myself. No matter if the house was with me or not. I was state to state. I was coming. I was doing what I need to do. And Javier is the Butch Queen version of me.
Maybe we'll see, the ascension of Javier that night, y'all. Let's stay tuned.
Mm.
Open to all body. The Olympique Francois. In 2024, Paris hosted the Summer Olympics. Tonight, we want to see you come and rep your country and sport on opening night. In a nasty Olympic sport-inspired effect, come show us why you are the true gold medalist. Dem Queen versus women versus trans men versus Butch Queen model versus muscular versus swimmers bill. $400. Self-explanatory. Anything y'all want to elaborate on that?
Self-explanatory. The Olympics. You can be creative with it. You can, it don't have to be, it don't have to be plain. It could be, you could create, make it spicy. This is ballroom, so you can be creative, as long as you're representing your sport
And body.
and the body must be body. Here.
Mm-hmm.
Open to all trilogy. La Grande Siècle. Face, body, and sex appeal. The reign of Louis was one of the most historic and important times in French history. He symbolized domination and absolute monarchy. In a gold-inspired royal look, come and display your royal gifts of face, body, and sex appeal. 3 trophies: Butch Queen, Trans Man, Femme Queens. $400. Face, body, sex appeal. Any elaboration?
Nope.
Gold.
Pretty much
It says
self-explanatory.
gold. Now, if it's gold with any other color accents, is that a problem?
I think
Gold.
majority of your look needs to be gold.
If it's any stones or anything, is that a problem?
Stones is fine, but if you doing stones, like try to go with gold stones. I mean, because simple fact that like a lot, we did a lot of stuff with gold because Louis the 14th, he was the sun god. He loved gold. The accent everything with gold. So so that's why you would see a lot of gold in this bowl,
And that's also one of your house colors, isn't it?
black and gold.
$400. Now we are on to the realness categories. Realness at Versailles. Each role pays homage to the Versailles historic workers, transformed into a dazzling celebration of realness and royalty. Transmen, the orchestra musician. Own the stage dressed as an orchestra musician. Don't forget your instrument. $200. Butch Queen Pretty Boys, the footmen. You are the impeccable, groomed footman. Hold on. Just close that on me. I don't know why. Butch Queen Pretty Boys, the footman. You are the impeccably groomed footman, whose precision in uniform and service was a style of courtly elegance. $200.
So let
Butch
me
Queen,
tell what footman is, because some people don't know what footman is, and it's just the old version of what the butler is. So pretty much the footman is the butler. He's the person that takes care of directly uh with the kings. So those that's what a footman is, of the butler.
Butch Queen, $200 for that courtly elegance as well at the end of the day. Butch Queen Schoolboy, the equestrian. Bring it in riding attire with a classic with classic equestrian accents. $200. Butch Queen Thugs, the mason. The rugged masons whose labor laid the stone foundations of Versailles. Bring it in workwear. Worn stone, dusted fabrics, utilitarian belt, or apron, and sturdy boots. $200. Butch Queen Executive, the architect, the master craftsman of Versailles. Channel the creative genius of the palace builders. Arrive with your blueprints and schematics as props. $200. Butch Queen Every Day, the chef. In tribute to Marie Antoinette Carême, the original king of chefs, we honor his impact to French cuisine. Step into the full regalia of a chef and let your culinary genius shine. $200. Femme Queen, the French maid. Serve sass and style as the iconic French maid for $200. Femme Queen Big Girls, the Lady Gardener. Flourish as the lush gardener. celebrating robust beauty with every bloom. Don't forget your tools. $200. Butch Queen and Drag's Rags to Riches. Start as a gritty peasant in Butch Queen form. Then for part 2, sashay into a dazzling drag monarch in pearls and gold. Royalty is born from the most unexpected beginnings. $200. Open to all legendary, iconic realness, to all glories of France. 2 new masterpieces will be joining 33 legendary paintings in the Gallery of Great Battles. Only the nobles and realness shall reign. Arrive in 1830s French fashion. Think romantic era. Male figures $1,000, female figures $1,000. Sponsored by the legendary Bricks de MURE Versailles.
I have a note for that category. I know it does say come in a look fashionable from the 1830s, but you are able to make it look modern. We just want you to use the 1830s as your inspiration.
Okay, so is their interpretation like a modern, but it has to still have the inspiration from that?
Yes. If you want to bring it totally like the 1830s, kudos to you. Maybe bonus points. I don't know, but yes. You can, and this is coming from Bricks himself.
Yeah, I would say definitely like use some of the old and some of the new to make it hot for today. But definitely use use some of their detailing from their, like, for instance, we all know that they had poof sleeves. Use something like that, and then you can maybe use the modern fabric to make it hot. Something.
Yeah, like leathers and things like that.
Yeah.
So male figures $1,000, female figures $1,000. I would say for all these realness categories, I think they're straightforward, but I think that for those that may be confused, do your research. All of these can be Googled for pictures. For the equestrian, for everyone, it's pretty much straightforward. Anything that you want to elaborate on any of the other realness categories that we talked about?
And we put pictures up on the event page. So for every category, we put visuals out so you can kind of, those are all, we gave cheat sheets. So
equestrian is a horse jockey, for anybody that is confused about equestrian. Like you're racing.
Okay, now on to the performance categories. Open to all old way versus new way, the catcher and the eye. You're a known thief who was sent to the Louvre to steal the Venus de Milo, and then concealed all black look. In an all black look, bring your best moves to maneuver through the laser beams to steal the masterpiece. $400. Alvern, anything you want to add to that?
Just bring me old way, honey.
$400. This is 2 trophies.
Yes.
$400. 2 trophies.
And bring me new way.
Bring me
open to all legend / iconic performance. Let's beyond the spy. The country of France is known for their long history of spies due to their history of being active in intelligence services. Tonight, you are sent to investigate the Hall of Mirrors as a covert French spy. Your goal is to blend in without being caught. In a French fashionable look, show us how you commit international espionage. Vogue femme legends versus twisters versus femme queens versus drag versus women. $400. Any elaboration?
It definitely does explain you are a spy, but we don't want you to come looking like a spy. We want you to blend in fashionable attire at this ball. So you are a spy, yes, but don't look like a spy.
Be fashionable.
Right, because spies, you never know who a spy is. So therefore, you see a big like this, like, oh, she a spy. So if you look like a regular
the ops. This bitch is the ops.
Right. I ain't gonna take it, but yeah, you the ops, right?
If they can tell you a spy is a chop.
Butch Queen sister versus twister. Massacre at the opera. Enter the opera world of Versailles, where elegance meets intrigue. Sisters and twisters will battle in a tuxedo-inspired look with a touch of 18th century fashion. Let's get creative. Make the look cunty and don't forget your opera mask. $400 for the sisters and $400 for the twisters. So do they have to battle? It's not versus, or they just okay. So it's 2 trophies, and each the sisters get 400 and the twisters get 400.
So you're battling your own people. Yeah.
Okay. What is your elaboration, if any, for this?
I hope
I just want
sexy
the
new
looks.
looks.
I just want the
I'm
looks.
expecting to see a lot of leotards with tailcoats. Y'all know, top hats, a little cane as a prop. Whatever you want to do, cuntify your look, of course, and do your
I'm
thing.
so happy Party City is gone. Like I'm so happy it's
Baby,
gone.
Party City is gone, but Amazon is here.
Yeah, but at
Well, you
least Amazon, you get better options, and you actually have to work to create something versus just grabbing something. So we want people to really take the time to create a look versus just throwing something on. We want because I believe in that every category is a fashion category. So I really want the people to really take their time and really bring the look to the floor and have fun.
well, in the description it says let's get creative. So let's hopefully everyone lean into that. Let's get creative.
Yeah, yeah.
Female figure performance, La Prima Ballerina. Dance was central to the lives of nobility. Ladies tonight in full ballet attire serve as a performance that will bring the palace into a standing ovation. Femme
I can
Queen
get it.
versus Drags versus Women, $400. Now my question is, and this is my question, or just to ask y'all, you said full ballet attire, so you're not trying to see any heels or any of that, correct?
Nope. They could Vogue and ballet slippers. Ballet
Is
slippers.
dance shoes acceptable?
Well, now hold on. Now they do have ballet stuff that looks like boots.
Right.
So if you know anything about dance
Mhm.
attire, you can get the dance wear ballet shoes that look like other things besides a ballet slipper.
Yeah, but we
You
don't
can
we don't want nobody coming to bring no high heels out your closet.
Yeah, we don't want no your
We
regular
look-
boot. Like yeah,
So
just
full ballet attire.
yeah.
yes.
So I will go safe and put on a ballet slipper.
Think Black Swan, think Nutcracker. You can be in your whites, you can be in your pinks, you can be in your
And you're
blacks,
black.
your light blues. Think Center
I mean,
Stage. I don't know if
they can
anybody's
play with that. I don't
seen
know if
Center
y'all familiar
Stage.
with like John Wick and like the whole ballerina. Like they can really play with
Mhm.
that. To be
They can
honest
do
with
what they want to do, long as they're a
you, yeah.
ballerina.
As long as they're a ballerina.
Yep.
$400.
Don't forget
Runway.
your tutu.
Don't forget the tutu. Runway. Open to all European runway. Chateau de Versailles. The Palace of Versailles is well known for its stunning architecture, timeless art, exquisite chandeliers, and the Grand Hall of Mirrors. Tonight, bring to life an object used to embellish a palace fit for a king. The Palace of Versailles is well known for its stunning architecture, timeless art, exquisite chandeliers, and the Grand Hall of Mirrors. Tonight, bring to life an object used to embellish a palace fit for a king. Example: clocks, art, candles, etc. GNC versus Butch Queen Small versus Tall versus Big versus Femme Queen versus Drags versus Women versus Legend Icon. $400 for non-legends, 400 for Legend of Icon. What do y'all want to see?
So I wish I could walk this category. Like I really wish I could walk this
We
category.
all do.
Like literally, this is like one of the categories that I've been waiting for another ball to have done. Um, so like we actually gave some examples. Um, So if anybody saw us on Legendary, that was one of our things that we actually did, but people didn't understand where we were going with it. Like on Legendary, we was the chandelier for on there. Um, so if y'all see, we had mirrors and stones and everything. So we had fire on our hands. We was the candlesticks and all that stuff like that. We was a lot of things. But so pretty much what we're looking for is all the things that make up the palace. The art, the furniture, the chandeliers, the candles, the doors, the you could be bring it back out to the garden, and all the things that makes up
Hmm.
the palace, like and
Statues.
the and statues, all sorts of stuff like that. So
Hmm.
the best thing that I can tell people how to think is Beauty and the Beast. You remember how everything came to life in Beauty and the Beast. We didn't want to use that in the verbiage, but that's really what it is.
Yeah.
The closets came to life, the teacups came to life, everything came to life. So that's what we want to see on the runway. Everything that makes the palace come to life.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Well, as
because
we
Before
know,
you,
runway is really like relatively one of the most creative categories in ballroom. So I think they're going to come out and carry for that. To be honest,
and
Yeah,
they can go look at they they can go look at the Masked Singer. The Masked Singer has created a whole bunch of those things that we're looking for that
Mm-hmm.
category. I just last week they just had the clock on there.
that's good. Okay, $400 for non-legends, $400 for legends and icons. Butch Queen All American French Revolutionary. The French Revolution lasted from 1789 to 1799. It was a period of political and social change in France. Tonight, modernize the soldiers' uniforms of that time into a fashionable current modern day twist. Remember, the runway must be masculine and revolutionary. Non-legends versus legends, $400. Elaboration?
yes, we do because ballroom is always evolving, right? So we can't discriminate on nobody. We have female figures also that walk that as well. So, because
Open it up.
open it up, right? Come on down. So therefore, so it's no longer Butch Queen. It's just all
Open
American.
to all American.
Okay. So now it's open to all American, the French Revolutionary, modernize a classic French Revolution look into a modern day twist. The
so think
interpretation.
fashion, think like Baman or Chanel, like any of the designers that really using those uniform looks and making it fashion. That's what we want to see. We want to see fashion
Yep.
as a uniform.
Jean Paul Gaultier.
Gaultier, like yeah, just think fashion versus costume.
And
Two
also,
trophies,
don't forget your masculinity, please. We want masculine runway.
Yes, I've
masculine
been
walks.
seeing a lot of European pivots in All American lately.
Sassy.
So yeah, it's been a lot. We want to make sure that the men are bringing it like the men of All American. We even the women. Yes, you're women, but you're walking an All American category.
Mm-hmm.
Butch it up.
American. So now it is open to all American.
Yeah.
Yes.
Open to all Virgin categories. We have Virgin Performance in all white and gold. And we have Virgin Runway in all white and gold. Virgin Runway and Virgin Performance, white and gold.
And
Shoes do
so
not count.
those
Shoes do not
those
count.
two categories will be at the pre-show before LSS, doing like the lip sync performance and the all the broadcasting we're doing. We're gonna have the open all virgin categories first before LSS and Grand March.
Okay. When will Grand March be? Would it be before the ball starts or be during the ball? When's
Right
the
after LSS.
love it? Okay, well, right now, anything that you all would like to add for our first live? Again, I said we will be doing two more to discuss questions, and then we'll do one final one before the launch of the ball. Anything that you guys and gals would like to add for the day and night of the ball?
I love productions. I do so much, but if your category isn't necessarily calling for a production, don't shoot me. I would suggest you just bring it because we want to keep this ball afloat. We want to get through our categories. We have 31 categories and we're breaking a lot of those categories down. So if you don't have to do a production, I suggest just that. Don't do a production.
Aaliyah?
Creativity. That's all I want to see. Like we just really want to go back to the basis of ballroom, and that's creativity. That's what this that's what our ball is really all about. Trying to bring that back because so many we got to the point of ballroom where people would just bring it, whatever that they thrown in their closet and everything like that, and they come and win the money versus the people that really prepared for the category, and that's something that we're not having either. If the category call for something and you're not that, you're not getting through tonight. That's just not happening, because we see it too much where people are allowed to bring mediocre and get through versus the people who are really prepared for the category. So if you're not prepared for the category, don't even step on the floor because our judges is going to know what we're looking for, and it's going to be a challenge. Seriously, because it's not fair to people who are spending money and preparing for the category. So, yeah, that's the only thing that I could really say about every category is really just have fun and really be creative. We want to see ballroom. We want to see ballroom. That's it. And have fun. Leave your attitudes at home. You know, we
We
just
want to
want to
see
get through it.
family.
We want to see
Ballroom.
family. That's what ballroom is all about. That's what it was created for. That family vibes. That's what we want to see. We want to feel that energy. In the palace that night. Um,
We want to see Pride. It's Pride Month,
yeah, it's
bitches.
Pride Month. Like,
Oh,
come
can I say
on.
that?
Speaking of that, do you have any festivities attached to the MURE Versailles that weekend that need to be
Yes,
announced?
the flyers will be out soon.
Mm,
We are planning a party for Friday night,
mm,
and we're planning a Sunday fun day for the day after. We're not doing the aftermath, so it's all about congregating the people to have
Mhm.
fun, and that's all we want to do. We would really want to have fun. This is our 5th year celebration, our anniversary year. You know, we made it. Like, seriously, we made it. And we're giving up all. Like, I could have never thought that this was going to happen. When me and Nino created the house, I never thought that. Of course, we wanted this to happen, but it's happening and we're here and I'm so proud of my house and my family. They held it down for us to get to this point, the old and the new, so hopefully the old ones come out to support where they started at
Yes.
because they are still family. We got a lot of
I'm
people that
excited to see some of the Mickey Motos.
okay, because everybody know the Miki Motos. That's the originals. Because that's an inside joke. Because when we first started the house, before I told them what the real name of the house was, we was the Miki Moto, the Miki Moto. So I didn't let them know what the name of the house was until we had our first national meet and greet, and I revealed the banner open, and they was like, "What?" So it was a pretty much gag because I didn't want it to get leaked.
mm.
So the Mikimotos, if you're out there, hopefully we see you. Come and support your home. You're still family. I'm still shade you, but you're still family. um,
Automatic 10s for the X to Pure
Automatic 10s for the
Versailles.
ex DMVs. As long as they in their fucking shit.
So y'all
Well,
heard it from your mouth.
No,
we've
we
been.
can't. We can't. Do
I'll
your
speak for
work.
myself. We've been on blackout. We're coming in full force that night, and we have some debuts and some hot things happening. So I'm very much looking forward to the situation, and yeah, it's going to be great. And
Yes.
yeah, we're less than 30 days away from the House of Demir Beside Ball. We'll be doing 2 more live. If any questions, please hit up any of the individuals you see here. Make sure that you go to their Facebook page. You could definitely find it. For any picture references or any description of the categories, again, this will be uploaded to YouTube. And yeah, if any question, make sure you hit them up. And again, the 14th of June, please be at the House of Demir Besides first house ball. It's going to be a big weekend, so make sure you are there. Make sure you get good travel arrangements and come early. There'll be a pre-party, there'll be the ball, and as they said, there'll be a Sunday fun day. So thank you so much, gals and girls, guys and girls. I love your daily. I'm
Thank you,
very looking
Caesar.
forward to this,
Thanks for tuning
and we'll
in.
definitely schedule next one. Thank you all.
All right.